So it's Sunday morning and the guys are back at work. So I was just inside, I come out here and there's one guy laying on the floor sunbathing, there's one guy sitting in a chair, and poor Austin, working his tail off.
Yeah, that's typical.
Before we go any further, right, what's that?
This guy?
Yeah.
That's John.
That's John?
That's John.
And what is John here for?
He's here because he brought the power washer.
Okay.
And he wants to help out with the car. So he knows a lot about like electrical stuff that we orangutans don't.
Okay.
So he's going to help out with the wiring.
He's going to jump in on, you're going to join him on the whole project or just that part of it?
Whatever I can help out with. Yeah.
Okay.
He's willing to help. So.
Cool. And he brought his cute little,
that thing actually is doing the work.
I have a real power washer.
Yeah.
You realize that, right?
We don't want to overuse your stuff.
No, my stuff is your stuff. You just use whatever you got to use. My shop is your shop, my tools are your tools.
Yeah.
Let's do this thing, right?
We needed a real shop vac is what we needed.
Yeah, that little thing,
You know, the funny thing is when I had the other shop, I had 2 shop vacs.
Yeah.
And I was like, I never use these things, right? So I gave them away. Now I need one.
That's what people were saying. There was somebody that said that, we're going to shop vac and pressure wash it, and Tony's not going to know what to do with
it. Well, he said shop vac, and I'm thinking one of those big ones. He goes, it's over there, and I'm like...
Yeah, I don't... it works. Yeah, I don't care about dirt. I mean, obviously...
It's adorable.
I don't care about dirt, but, I figure if we're going to be rolling around in it, maybe we not be muddy and filthy and covered in rust water.
It's like something you find in Toys R Us.
Hey, it's not mine. It's my dad's. So, blame him.
Blame him.
All right. So, 2 things I want to talk about.
Yeah.
All right. First, where are we at now? What are we doing?
Today we're trying to get the fuel lines out, the metal brake lines. If we have time, we're going to pull the engine and trans.
Yep.
Okay.
But what we're going to do today, mainly just clean it up so it's just easier to work on and get some stuff out. So just whatever comes away in the time that we have.
Okay. So basically it's just the mundane. This is the endless process of stripping and cleaning, and this is where most people they realize, it's not as easy as it seems. It's not as much fun as it looks.
I like this.
You like this?
I like doing this.
Well, then you're on your own.
Yeah.
This is like you were born for this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, but seriously, this is I keep saying it, this is the hardest part of a project. This is where, so let's say you're going to do your own car, right? And you got all these dreams, you have all these plans, I'm going to buy this part, I'm going to put that motor, I'm going to swap this into it, blah, 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 blah. But then the reality hits, and it's like, whoa, right? Now your life is stuff like this for the next, an eternity. It's like an onion of decay and filth and disgust. And if you want to do a car right, you really need to go, you got to make it happy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You got to make it happy. So, this is an endless process, and these guys deserve a lot of credit for digging in with a smile on their face. In the Army, they call it embracing the suck.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So that's what you're doing right now. You're embracing the suck.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about suck. Let's really talk about suck.
Okay.
I'm sure you guys have gone through the comments
Oh yeah.
on the last video.
Oh yeah.
And we find that some people genuinely suck.
Hey, I get ahead of myself when I'm talking, so I make myself look like an idiot. But
you're not an idiot.
Oh, no.
You're also not a YouTuber. You're not a professional. You're not
Yeah.
a car builder. You're a guy who's taken on this task.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which in itself, see, the people who criticize, the people who say, they don't understand that you actually volunteered to dive into the muck.
Oh yeah.
With a smile on your face.
We knew full force what we were getting into. When it was all on the table when we did this. Yeah.
But that's the thing. You really have to. You cannot criticize what these guys are doing unless you're doing it yourself. Now, I mean, if you plan on doing this, or you did it when you were 19, unless you're in the process of actually doing this, you're a regular guy taking on this kind of task in front of an audience, 20, 30,000 people watching you, unless you're ready to step out and be that person, keep it to yourself, man, because nobody wants to hear it. Encouragement and positive forward thought is what this is all about.
There's also one thing that I've seen people say that me and you were going to argue about what to do with this thing.
Yeah,
it's like saying these guys don't know each other.
So to clear that up, me and Austin went to high school together.
We've all been friends since high school.
Yeah, so and that was like
10 years
couple
ago.
moons ago.
Somewhere. So we're going to argue, but we'll figure it out.
It was a lot more than 10 years ago.
That was oh god, yeah, it was more than 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that's when we graduated. Well, you graduated later. You graduated at the same time as me.
I'm coming up on my 10-year anniversary of being in high school.
So over 10 years.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, we might act like we're mad at one another, but we're really...
I'm gonna beat the crap out of you.
Hey, listen here. Yes, it's jockey. Disco sucks. Remember that.
Yeah, that's hard to forget.
Wait, I'm very important, and it's my turn to speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have the floor.
Glad you gave him permission.
So, that's part of it now. This is an experiment. This is more of an experiment than a project. I mean, it's almost a sociology experiment. You know, what is going to happen to this team as the thing evolves, right? I'm confident that they'll stay friends and they'll see it through and they'll make it happen. But are they going to fight? They may fight. You know, that's all part of it. Are they going to, like, you know, right? That's all part of it. That's all part of the experiment. And like I said, the whole thing, as far as I'm concerned, is just keeping a positive attitude and keeping an eye on the prize at the end of the tunnel. And, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel, the prize at the end. You keep your eye, just keep looking forward, right? And it'll happen.
I don't know if you want to go towards the light all that far.
You don't really want to go towards the light yet.
You just want to get close enough.
You want to get close enough, right? So that's pretty much it as far as an update goes. There's really nothing except the same kind of debris that's, you know, like, where did all this come from?
That's from my shop vac.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all that came out of the trunk.
And some of that's from the trunk,
Yeah.
you know,
And look,
good old...
You've got money.
Hey, that's going into the build, you know.
Yeah, there's like 68 cents there,
see,
right?
like,
69 cents.
We got to finance this thing, and we're millennials, so the only thing we know to do is ask our dads for money. So that's going to help.
Well, now let's talk about this too. Now remember, the stipulation here was that I'm going to give them the car, free and clear. It's their car to do what they want. If they decide they want to take this car with them right now, they're gone. I'll never see them again. The stipulation was that they can't sell the car. They have to pass it on to the next person. And the reason we did that, is so that they won't spend money on it. They'll spend as little money on it as possible. So that it'll force them to use their creativity. You're not going to take your life savings and stick it into something that you can't net a profit from. So by creating that stipulation, they can keep it for as long as they want. It's their car. They want to keep it until they die, that's fine. But they can't sell it, which means that it limits their incentive to actually pour cash into it. So that's...
Actually, this afternoon we're going to pick up some parts that are being donated.
Donated, yes. And if anybody wants to donate parts, you're not donating parts to me. Do not donate parts to me. I have more parts I know what to do with. I have too many parts. I'm trying to give parts away. I'm giving these guys parts. If people want to donate parts to this project, contact them directly. How do they contact you?
Well, you pay attention to Facebook more than I do.
You can get a hold of me on Facebook, Garrett W. Roda, that's R-O-D-D-A. You can get a hold of him too on Facebook, or just hit us up in the comments and we'll pass along our information there too.
We read the comments.
Yeah.
So.
Very entertaining.
Yeah, so be cool in the comments, yeah? All right. So that's it. I'm going to leave these guys to their mess, and I'm going to go fix Bottle Rocket. And I'll see you tomorrow.